There's no better holiday present than a video covering new animatronics, so grab a cup of hot chocolate and enjoy these glistening Christmas animatronics. King Kong Santa Animatronic. We've said it before, and we will say it again. One of the most impressive animatronics that Universal has ever had in their parks was the King Kong animatronics from the King Kong Encounter segment in the world-famous studio tour. We've talked countless times about this animatronic, because honestly, why wouldn't we? Just look at this thing. Now, sadly, as many of us know, this giant animatronic was lost when, back in 2008, there was a huge fire in the Universal Studios backlot. Many things were destroyed, and the King Kong Encounter segment was among these things. Many people know about this small attraction and the fire, but not many know that this selection of the studio tour was changed during the holidays, because nothing says Christmas more than a giant ape. But in all seriousness, Universal did a great job creating this holiday overlay. This was the first time Universal did a holiday overlay, and it looks fantastic. During this time, the whole city was filled with colorful twinkling lights and Christmas decor. Also, in one of the apartments, guests could see It's a Wonderful Life playing on TV. Not only that, but it appeared to be snowing all around the city. Suddenly, the team came face to face with the giant animatronic to find that Kong was completely dressed as Santa Claus, hat and all. Guests could see Kong holding a giant candy cane, and instead of using his usual growl, they could hear him laugh like Santa Claus. Unfortunately, there is not a lot of information about this overlay, so we are not sure when it started or when it ended, but we can honestly say that we would have loved to be able to experience it at least once. Great Humbug Adventure at Santa's Village. Santa's Village is a Christmas-themed amusement park located in Jefferson, New Hampshire. This park opened all the way back in 1953. In the early 1950s, Normand and Cecile Dubois were thinking about opening a roadside attraction in their area. While driving, a deer popped out in front of them, and their 3-year-old suddenly asked if it was one of Santa's reindeer. And so the idea of having Santa's Village in the area came to the couple. When the park first opened, it offered pony rides and performances by various animals. And by the 1980s, the park had grown into a real amusement park, with rides and attractions. In this park, you can visit Santa's home, sit in his rocking chair, and have a picture taken with him. And it also has 23 rides that are Christmas and winter themed. One of these rides is the Great Humbug Adventure. This is the only dark ride in the park and opened in the early 2000s. This ride is an interactive, family-friendly dark ride where Ebenezer Scrooge recruits guests to travel through his home and help with his humbug infestation. The task at hand is to help Scrooge with the disgruntled humbugs that are wreaking havoc on his estate. Last year, the ride received a transformative makeover for its 20th anniversary, done by none other than the amazing Sally Dark Rides. The beloved story of the Great Humbug Adventure remained the same, taking riders throughout the homely mansion of Ebenezer Scrooge. But now, it features a new queue experience, hosted by Scrooge, accompanied by one of the pesky humbugs. During the pre-show, an amazing animatronic Scrooge explains how to use the special giggle gadgets to tickle the humbugs. Once the humbugs are tickled, they stop wreaking havoc, and their laughter spreads Christmas cheer throughout the land. Throughout the ride, there are 3 incredible Scrooge animatronics. We can find the one at the queue explaining how the ride and the giggle gadgets work, one in the middle of the ride using a giggle gadget and spraying the humbugs, and the one at the end, who appears very happy and thanks us for our help. The ride takes us through 14 intricately decorated scenes, where guests will encounter over 60 humbug targets. Once a target is hit, it changes color to provide additional scoring opportunities during the ride. This looks like such a fun ride. Another huge win from Sally Dark Rides, and the animatronics are incredible. Chuck E. Cheese Holiday Snow Tapes.
Ho, ho, ho! Chuck E. Cheese here with Christmas presents.
We've covered the history of Chuck E. Cheese before and talked about their animatronics, but there are still many things to talk about regarding these animatronics and their band. One of these is the Holiday Show Tapes. The Holiday Show Tapes were show tapes produced by CEC as a way to get everyone ready for the holiday season. First of these tapes came out back in 1985, and it was called Happy Holidays. Since then, Chuck E. Cheese created a total of 7 holiday show tapes. One of the most famous ones was the Holiday Medley, which debuted on the Holiday Party Show tape in 1999 and is one of the most reproduced ones to date. The best part about this is that some of the animatronics received a holiday costume, like Santa hats or scarves, and Chuck even had a full Santa Claus suit. Nowadays, we are fortunate to still find stage shows with customized suites, like the Deptford, New Jersey stage show, where Helen has a gingerbread cookie suit and Munch has a snowman one on. While these suits are not official, they are fantastic, and we love seeing them on these characters. Another animatronic that had some changes was Rockstar Chuck, as we can see in this video. It is such a shame that the company decided to retire these animatronics, but thankfully, thanks to this amazing animatronic-loving community, we can still enjoy these shows. Leonard Bernstein's Symphony Orchestra. People all over the world have their unique holiday traditions, like ice skating or baking cookies. But one of the most peculiar traditions for many people who have been lucky to experience it is the Leonard Bernstein Symphony Orchestra. The Leonard Bernstein Symphony Orchestra, or Bernstein Bears as locals know it, has been entertaining holiday revelers at Founders Hall in Charlotte, North Carolina, for the last week of November through the end of December each year since the late 1990s. And this orchestra is fully formed by animatronic bears. That's right, the 18-piece beloved animatronic bears perform Christmas classics during 45-minute sets that repeat hourly on most days, though they do take a break on Christmas Day. A beautiful landscape of lighted Christmas trees, a gift-filled sleigh, and snow surrounds the ensemble, which includes 3 vocalists, 2 cellists, several violinists, a bassist, a saxophone player, percussionist, a drummer, and a trumpet player. The life-size robot bears, dressed in tuxedos and cocktail gowns, follow the lead of the maestro Leonard Bernstein, who addresses the audience at the beginning of each set. The 18-piece Bernstein Symphony debuted in Founders Hall in December 1999, and they now have doppelgangers that perform in malls in Durham, Goldsboro, and Milwaukee, and 2 shopping centers in Virginia. International versions of the orchestra have also been created and shipped to buyers in Singapore and Thailand. The creators of this project are Todd and Jess Alexander. All 18 bears were programmed by Todd, who had no previous experience in programming. So he learned how to synchronize the band and their instruments, and he did such a fantastic job that the band has not had one problem, nor has it needed any type of repair for the last 20 years. Sadly, and for various reasons, the orchestra has not been able to appear as usual for the past 2 years, and they have had to cancel most of the scheduled holiday tours. But the band has been such an iconic part of the holidays that we are sure that they will be back with full force for the holiday season next year. The Snow Lion Walkabout. In the winter of 2019, a giant snow lion surprised shoppers at the Freshney Place shopping center in Grimsby, England. This huge animatronic suit is a creation of Creature Encounters, a UK-based company that specializes in the creation of creatures and costumes for many events, exhibitions, and attractions. The company is widely known for its excellent, innovative, and highly interactive experiences. One of these experiences is their project known as the Snow Lion Walkabout. This experience is described as a mythic emblem of the holiday season, celebrating the light of human kindness in the depths of winter's darkest days. Accompanied by the Red Queen and her servant, the lion offers protection to this powerful feminine archetype, herself a role model for young girls seeking an alternative to Mother Christmas, and combining Russian folklore, animatronic puppetry, spectacular costumes, magic characters, and music into an experience like no other. The suit is handled by 2 puppeteers, one in the back and the other at the front, which in turn controls all the lion's facial functions thanks to a mechanical system, with simple cables that allow the operator to create different movements. This looks like a very cool experience. We recommend you take a look at the Creature Encounters page because you will surely find something you will enjoy. Disney Parks Christmas Animatronics. We have a whole video dedicated to Disney Parks holiday overlays, but today we'll be focusing on the changes in the animatronics specifically, starting with the Country Bear Jamboree Special. The Country Bear Christmas Special debuted in 1984, making it the first Disney attraction ever to receive a seasonal overlay. For this holiday overlay, the attraction went through many changes, but of course, the main ones were the animatronics and the Christmas musical numbers that the bears play. For this show, the animatronics are all dressed in holiday attire, even Buff, Max, and Melvin. First, we see Max wearing a red nose, resembling Rudolph, Melvin wearing twinkling lights on his antlers, and Buff with a Santa hat. Then, when the show begins, guests can see that all of the bears are ready for the season, wearing holiday colors, scarves, skis, and skate gear. And we can even see them dressed up as characters, like Liver Lips McGraw as an Elvis impersonator, wearing an Elvis-style Santa suit with gold chains around his neck and a fancy ring while playing a Christmas tree-shaped electric guitar. Or Big Al dressed as Baby New Year and wearing an ice pack and a party hat on his head. Another holiday overlay is the Jingle Cruise, which debuted during the 2013 holiday season. During its first year, the Jingle Cruise was very simple. But then in the following years, the Jingle Cruise became more and more elaborate, and the animatronics joined in the fun. The Disneyland version of the Jingle Cruise featured more decorations than the Disney World one, with lots of Christmas cargo found all over the river that adorned the ride's animatronics. From tinsel being used by toucans for their nests to elephants wearing wreaths around their necks and trunks, the Disney World Christmas cargo was limited to areas where nature and civilization meet. We can find gorillas discovering Christmas presents in the trashed camp, or Trader Sam dressed in festive red gear as Trader Samta, offering a special holiday deal of 3 of his heads for 1 of yours. Sadly, during the 2017 holiday season, Disneyland didn't bring back the Jingle Cruise, making it a Magic Kingdom exclusive. The last animatronic that we'll talk about is one that is hugely beloved all around: Figment. Last year during the holiday season, Figment surprised guests with a holiday treat on Journey into Imagination with Figment. Spotted in 2 audio animatronic figures in the attraction, Figment can be seen wearing a classic Christmas ugly sweater instead of his usual yellow and orange t-shirt. But this sweater is not any sweater. This particular one features the Imagination Pavilion's original Epcot logo in the center, with the glass pyramids on the bottom of the design surrounded by snowflakes. We love this look on Figment and hope it will be here to stay for many years to come. That's it for today. Special thanks to our sponsor, Pixie Vacations. PixieVacations.com can help you plan your perfect vacation to Disneyland, Disney World, a Disney cruise, or Universal Studios, specifically tailored to your vacation style and budget. And working with a Pixie is completely free. So talk with them to make the best out of your vacation.